What's good, YouTube? What's going on? What's up, all my college football fans, fanatics? Man, if you're new to the channel, drop a like, subscribe below. We're gonna do something a little bit new this year. Gonna be go ahead and doing a pick 'em on the college football bracket here, man. So you got James Madison versus Oregon. Texas Tech is on a bye just because of where they're at. They're number 4, of course, in the playoff brackets. These are the time of the games as well for some of you guys that do end up wanting to catch them. Indiana is number 1, also on a bye. Then you have Tulane and Ole Miss. Number 3, Georgia's on a bye. Miami, Texas A&M, and then Ohio State's on a bye. So we're gonna react to the whole thing or give you guys my thoughts and how everybody's gonna do. So bear with me. This is just a prediction and a reaction of how I think it's gonna go. So my first one doing, but I do think Texas A&M is going to go ahead and win this one, and they will end up playing Ohio State in the next round. Ole Miss will beat Tulane, uh, and they will end up playing Georgia there. So you have number 6 and 3. That'll be on the first, and then the Ohio State and Texas A&M game be a Goodyear Cotton Bowl. That'll be on the 31st, which is New Year's. The All-State Sugar Bowl be a 5 p.m. game. First of the year, Indiana. I do feel like Alabama makes it through this time around. A lot of people don't think Alabama's gonna make it in, but I got Alabama making it in. So, and Oregon has just always kind of been that powerhouse, and they are in the playoffs this year. They do look pretty well, so um, we're gonna go with Oregon here to win this one. Then, of course, you have Oregon versus Texas Tech, Alabama versus number 1 Indiana. That's who I got. I do think Alabama barely scrapes by in that game, though. They just get a little lucky. But that's my reaction of just the first round on the bracket here. Got a lot of crazy games going on, so we'll go back down and react here again. Ohio State's here for a reason, and they won last year. I think they end up beating Texas A&M. They're not going to be enough to be able to beat Ohio State. That's my reaction and my opinion on it. So let's go with Ohio State here. And then you got Ole Miss versus Georgia. I think we're gonna have a really great clash here. All-State Sugar Bowl, of course, but I think Georgia wins this one, and Ole Miss gets upset here. So, and we got a good clash here: Georgia versus Ohio, and the semifinals. That'll be the playoff. Verbal Fiesta Bowl. And you have Alabama versus Indiana. Indiana knocked off Alabama or Ohio, excuse me, for a reason. So I think they knock off Alabama as well, and it's just gonna be a little bit too much for Alabama. Plus, they don't have their head coach in Alabama anymore. That's a whole different team now. Nick Saban don't coach there anymore. The culture and the coaching's a little different. Still a really good team. I think they'll be back next year for sure, but I think Indiana just they're on a hunt right now and they're on fire, man. So I think they win it. And then got Texas Tech versus Oregon. I do think that Oregon does get a win somehow. I really do. If not, it would be Texas Tech, but I think Oregon wins. So they play number 1 out, Indiana. And of course, the national championship. Who do I have, on these two? We'll go on the bottom. I don't think Georgia's going to stop Ohio State at all. I think we're going to have a really good clash here, because that rivalry's always been there. It's either Ohio State and Georgia, or Georgia and Alabama, or Ohio State and Alabama, or vice versa, man. All those teams have always kind of had a rivalry, but I think Ohio State wins it. They go back to the national championship for a second year in a row. And I think it's going to be a whole crazy ending to this. I do, because I don't think Oregon's gonna win this at all. I think we're gonna have a clash, and I think in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, I think Indiana wins, and we have another matchup, number 2 this year. Ohio State trying to get some payback, but the end, I don't think that happens. I think Indiana gets them again, and they end up winning it all. And that's what I have winning it all. I think um, Indiana is just a little too much for Ohio State, and I think they get the win. I don't think Ohio State will be back-to-back national champions. If they do, man, then we got something big going on, and this might be the new age Alabama team. Ohio State might be that new team where they just win multiple championships and got a good coaching program there. But that's my reaction. I will leave the bracket down below in the comments for you guys so you can react to them. Send it in my Discord if you guys want to. I'd love to see it. These are my picks. They're just picks, man. Don't take them too serious. I know how college football is and how people get with that, but other than that, man, I'm Delight Gamer. If you are new to my channel, you guys want me to do more reactions like this, drop a like, subscribe below, and I'll catch y'all with another one next time soon. I'm out of here. Peace out. Later, everyone.